And that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law Group and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return or exchange policy so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Right now, take over $11,000 off a 2024 Ford F-150. Experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1004296, MSRP of $66,645. Must finance with Ford Motor Company and have a qualifying trade and approved credit. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 11/13/24. See delivery details.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals in everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
With a wide variety of menu options, including the best prime and Wagyu steaks in Lincoln, if you haven't been to Tavern 180, you're missing out. Try any of their steak options paired with one of their well-known martinis, and this will soon become your favorite date night spot. Call your friends for a casual get-together where steak, shrimp, chicken, and tasty cocktails await your arrival. Tavern 180, located next door to Tanner's at 30th and Yankee Hill.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today. Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome into the locker room, the most sacred of spaces in sports. Talking you through the behind-the-scenes conversations that happen behind closed doors. With former Nebraska football tight end Chancellor Brewington
Chancellor Brewington, the 6-year senior tight end, finding his way into the end zone.
And former South Dakota State running back and Nebraska football assistant, Mikey Daniel.
Hand off to Daniel inside the 2 to the 1, and he powers his way into the end zone for a South Dakota State touchdown.
This is The Locker Room, brought to you by Ep Foundation Repair. Here are your hosts, Chancellor Brewington and Mikey Daniel.
Yes, we are here in the locker room the day before game day, Nebraska, Wisconsin. A big one on the horizon for the Huskers. Plenty to break down, plenty to talk about with Chancellor Brewington and Mikey Daniel in studio here in the locker room. Guys, I'll throw it to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're in the locker room. I'm Chancellor Brewington. That's my boy Mikey. That's my boy Bach. We about to get into it. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of top 25 games. Got to get some predictions. We got to get into the Nebraska-Wisconsin game. And we got to always start off. We got a quote card today, Mike?
We got a quote card, man.
Go ahead.
We got a quote card, bro. We have got a quote card. Bach, you ready for this one?
I'm ready.
All right. The greatest glory in living lies not in never failing, but in rising every time we fall. One more time for you, Bach. The greatest glory in living lies not in never failing, but in rising every time we fall.
That was a good redemption from the reading from last time.
You know, that CTE be kicking in sometimes. I'd be like, my eye be going blurry, can't see what's dead. It's part of it. Dude, I could not get that one out the other day.
That was a tough one, I ain't gonna lie. That which we wish to be.
he wrote that in the, what's it called? The King James version.
Yeah, he was a old English man. Yeah,
one of those. Real. But this one came out.
Yeah, so I like this one. I like this. They say if you ain't living if you ain't never failed before. So I guess it's the way you see failure. Failures for some people is failure. Failures for others is just a stepping stone in the right direction, or just a learning tool.
So in your life, if you look back on you 25?
I'm 25.
So all these 25 years, if you look back on it, out of these 25 years, would you say that you've been a product of that? Like every time you fall, are you rising again?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. The answer to it is yes. Every time I quote unquote thought something, I planned to do something and didn't go my way. I always realized that there was so much good on the other end of the quote unquote failure. There's a law called the law of polarities. It's like there's as much as a situation is bad, it's also that much good. So it's always just like there's a center point in this room where it's 50% this way, 50% that way. There's always an opposite side. And so if you have that perspective throughout life, like any situation that's bad is also good. You just got to find it. And it will really reveal itself if you have that like positive curiosity to the situation.
Okay, so my whole thing is wrapping it back into where we're sitting at down here on Memorial Lane, Memorial Drive, whatever. So let me ask you, we started out this season at 5-1.
Sure did. That's a fact.
Should have been 6-0. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
The bowl game should have happened in the first 6 games.
Yeah.
No question.
Parade through the city and everything.
It would have been over with. Like they could have lost the next 6 and it would have been, okay, we in the bowl, right? But here's the thing.
I don't know about
we
that.
did that.
Right.
Well, here's the thing.
Right.
We did that. The only difference is we didn't get a bowl still. So it's not in the falling, or in the failing, if you will, but in the rising. Are they doing that?
Are they rising?
Have they risen?
No. And I think everyone's waiting on it. You are rising up until Illinois. You get the Purdue. Is that right? Purdue after that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get Purdue, you get Rutgers. Now you're like, okay, 5-1. It's a different world. But the game has just slowly declined.
Right.
The amount of things that we can come in here and talk about have gotten bigger and more. You can hit it from literally any angle you want to.
Right.
And you have something to talk about on here. When obviously, previously in the year, you're like, yeah, we got to clean up some stuff, but we're winning. And now isn't it so interesting the way we started this conversation? I mean, we started after Colorado week. We came on here and said we probably gonna go, 7-8-0 until Ohio State, right? And then, just a slow decline, I would say, from Colorado week. That was and we talked about it. That was kind of the moment where we took the foot off the gas.
But hold on, we said that if there was an asterisk, it wasn't we're going to 7-0. It was we need to go 1-0. I was like, I'm not looking.
Right,
I was like, y'all looking at going to 7-0. I'm like, we got to win tomorrow. Right. And we haven't done that. We haven't done that. I mean, there's just no way around that. We said we had to get the run game going. From week one, we said
from week one, from UTEP week.
So this as in terms of talent wise, we said that. But there was an asterisk. We had to get the run game going. And even if you go back to the Colorado game when we won, and that was these people's Super Bowl, apparently, right? If you look at it, bros didn't even score in the second half. Remember? Like, we didn't even score in the second half.
28-0, yeah.
And of those 28 points, there was a pick six.
7, yeah. And it was an early pick six.
An early pick six.
Yeah.
Right?
I believe it was second score.
So the team, never is really okay, the first half of that game, great. As far as that, though, I don't even count UTEP, bro. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, I think they're a 2-8 ball club right now.
And even the UNI game, it's like, this is not a good football team.
Yeah.
Every week I stand up at the table. We went to Ohio State, said we're gonna blow them out. Right? So we're gonna win.
Yeah,
I said Ryan Day gonna get fired.
He did.
Which, by the way, we were close. Should have happened.
Yeah, shoulda, woulda, coulda.
But great teams win late, and that's what they did. Yeah. That's what Ohio State did. When you're a good team, you just win.
Yeah.
You're just gonna find just like the Chiefs. They win late. They're gonna find a way to win. Right? So there has never been that rising.
And it's like, when is it gonna happen? I
is
think
it too late?
Yeah, and maybe you fix things, but the rising from the way I see rising is like I would say a steady incline, and then rising, like, you're closer to the peak than you were before, and I think right now, and I'll continue to say, a win versus Wisconsin is just putting a Band-Aid on things until it heals.
Okay, but so let me ask you: is it too late? Is the rise? I'm saying, is it? Oh, you've been in the locker rooms,
right?
So your guys' record wasn't great when you were here at Nebraska. Were you guys good at NAU? Do you have a decent record at least?
It was all right.
All right,
medium.
Okay,
500.
So when you're on those teams, or when you're in those situations, you lose the locker room. Guys no longer really want to play. It's okay, man, let's just get done with this. Man. Because even if you get to a bowl game, think about this. I know how they think.
They want to go home.
They want to go home.
They want to go, bro.
They don't want to go practice for a whole nother month. Because now you're going to get a game right after Christmas. It's going to be the 27th, right? Yeah. And now you got to practice for a whole nother month.
Yeah.
And playing a bowl
it's like
game
fall camp practices.
Yeah, in a bowl game that nobody want to be in.
And I know some of them going to be outside. The practice is going to be outside. It's going to be freezing. It's going to be snowing. And I'm not saying I would love to play. I mean, all them times I played, I wish I would have played in a bowl game. I'm not saying I wouldn't have liked to, but I just understand that's a young ball club too. Yeah. It's like, it's really, senior heavy on the field, but inside, the depth chart is really young, and they haven't played a lot of football. So
they know they're coming back.
Yeah, they know they're coming back. And I remember, so my freshman year at NAU, we got put in real late into the top 25 the FCS playoffs, and they didn't tell us. So we went home for Thanksgiving, and they called us and was like, we're about to play next week.
Oh,
so you could imagine the guys that maybe weren't starters, your number twos, right? You still need your number twos, right? Because they're fill up most of your special teams, right? Those guys didn't really want to come, because
you checked out,
because you already checked out, because Thanksgiving and you get to see your family, all these different stuff. So we come back and starters aren't playing, guys. It's kind of like that Florida State, guys don't want to play. Yeah. And so I think maybe that situation kind of creeps in late in the year.
I guarantee you're gonna see that.
Yeah.
If they end up winning one of these two games, people are gonna miss that game.
Yeah.
Guarantee you. And it'll be people that you probably wouldn't expect. Like, it's just gonna happen.
Yeah. And that's just, and this happens everywhere. This is not just Nebraska. This will happen every year of college football on most of every teams, unless I would say the higher level Georgia, Bama's, like because they're not finna play that.
No.
They're just not going to. And the opportunity in itself, like, you just never know when you're going to get in. And one good game at Georgia can change the whole trajectory of your career.
Yeah. Oh, that's a word right there. One good game.
Yeah, they're going to remember you for forever.
And the inverse is probably the same too, huh?
One bad game?
Yeah. Like, think about Carson Beck.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Think about where.
Yeah.
Think about that though. Real talk. Because they was all over him.
I think he thrown 13 picks in October.
13
or 9 or 13, either one.
He was supposed to be this high draft pick, this, that, and the third, and now they tell him to talk about how bad he is, and now they even talking about him being ugly. I'm like, y'all crazy, bro. You talking about the boy's face?
Yeah, like just let you already handling it, on the field, right? We ain't gotta get personal.
You take the whole life.
Yeah, we ain't gotta get personal.
My thing is bringing it back to the quote, because you're right. I agree. There's never been a rising. I thought maybe I was hoping that Ohio State, that was going to be the one, like, hey, we can really go bar to bar with anybody. And we just proved it this week against these guys.
Let me ask you this. The state in which we are right now, like where we are as a football team compared to last year, like, is there real improvement? Because I feel like the defense has kind of taken a hit. As production, they finished like 10th in the country last year, right? And now, offensively, of course, last year had its struggles. Where would you compare last year's team and this year's team, like where we are right now?
So you're saying if this team played last year's team, who would win type question? Like right now, or going into these last two games, are we more ahead or behind than last year's team?
Well, I guess just like the condition of the team. Are we a better team than last year? Like right now? Bach, for you too?
No. And that's the scary part. Because in here, it's not even like the caliber of the team is better.
Right.
But the team itself, that morale gone. You can see it week in and week out. What do you think, Bach?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the last year's offense was just so turnover prone that I think you had kind of a problem there. But I mean, if it is, it's not by a lot. So I mean, that's kind of where you're at. That's marginal if there.
And that's horrible, right? So what we're saying right now, and can you agree? Can you agree that they're either the same or they're worse, but they're not better? What you think? I mean,
I think so. I mean, if the proof's going to be in the pudding, if they can finally push across and get to get a.
But does that make them better?
That's a good argument in sports altogether because
you bring up the turnover situation.
Yeah.
Right. Everyone's watched it. Everyone listening to the show has watched it last year. They saw how destructive the offense was, literally destructive,
bro,
to their own team. Like, and they couldn't catch a cold, couldn't field snaps correctly. It was all bad. It was all bad, right? You thought you had a spark with Chuba against Wisconsin. Don't get it done. Iowa, but then I looked at the defense last year. You had guys playing at a way higher level last year.
Mm-hmm.
You had, first of all, Javen Wright, linebacker. Yeah. You had Prince Will and Cam Lenhart. Yeah. They played at a higher level last year. Nash played at a higher level. Although
Prince Will and Cam Lenhart haven't touched the field.
That's what I'm saying. And Ty, I would say Ty's the only. I would say Ty and John Bullock. Ty and John Bullock are the only guys from last year who have their game has taken a new level. Yeah. Tommy played at a really high level last year. Obviously you had Quentin Newsome. He played at a high level. Hartzog played good last year. So like you had those pieces playing really good on that defense. And now when you look at it, it's like, do they get figured out? Has, offenses, form some type of, whatever it is, some formula to beat this 3-5, or is it just like as a collective, like you're talking about the morale after that, 5-1, growth, like, is it just gone?
I think it's gone. And when we come back, I got a question for you about the missing pieces.
Whoo! Missing pieces. On which side? Preview
all of them.
Oh, wow.
All of them.
All of them. From head to toe.
That's a good tease. You're going to want to come back to listen to more of The Locker Room coming next year on 93.7 The Ticket.
We fix basements.
We fix basements.
We fix basements.
We fix basements. We fix basements.
At F Foundation Repair, we've been fixing basements for over 30 years. We're your local foundation repair experts. Our warranties stay here. Our people work here. You can trust us to take care of your home. Go to wefixbasements.com to learn more.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Are you looking for affordable drinks and a great atmosphere this football season? Highball Bar has you covered. Whether it's pregame tailgating, postgame festivities, or in-game celebrations, Highball Bar is the place to be. With $4 beers, $4 mixed drinks, and more during their 4 to 8 p.m. daily happy hour, Highball Bar will quickly become your go-to place to sit back, unwind, and be your team's #1 fan. Highball Bar, located in downtown Lincoln, just 3 blocks from Memorial Stadium at 122 North 11th Street.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law Group and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
As a proud member of the Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance, Coalition Restoration stands out by providing thorough property assessments, personalized customer service, and top-notch craftsmanship. With years of experience in the industry, Coalition Restoration has built a notable reputation for having a team filled with skilled professionals and possessing the expertise to handle any roofing project, big or small. Visit their website today for a free roof assessment at www.coalitionrestoration.com or give them a call at 402-607-8186.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call John Henrys at 402-435-5555 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-435-5555.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealer, invites you to attend our upcoming Parts and Service Expo events. It's the best time to buy parts and schedule inspections all year. Take advantage of specials through December 13th with additional savings the day of your local expo. Find savings on oil and filters, gifts for under the tree, and pre-ordered John Deere parts. Visit with our trained and certified technicians and sign up for our winter service specials. Visit landmarkimp.com for a complete schedule and experience the Landmark difference.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
At Koppel Chevrolet GMC, we are thankful for so many things this year, starting with our great employees, a generous community, our military personnel, and most importantly, our loyal customer base that continues to drive that money-saving mile of Louisville. Hi, this is Sean Callahan, and on behalf of everybody at Koppel, we want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving and safe travels to wherever they may take you. Happy holidays from Koppel Chevrolet GMC.
With a wide variety of menu options, including the best prime and Wagyu steaks in Lincoln, if you haven't been to Tavern 180, you're missing out. Try any of their steak options paired with one of their well-known martinis, and this will soon become your favorite date night spot. Call your friends for a casual get-together where steak, shrimp, chicken, and tasty cocktails await your arrival. Tavern 180, located next door to Tanner's at 30th and Yankee Hill.
Hard work. It's what drives Nebraska. It defines our strength. Men like you live it every day. But sometimes living up to those expectations can be overwhelming. If you're struggling, call or text 988. You'll get skilled, caring support 24/7. Live up to a different kind of strength. The strength to ask for help. Paid for by the University of Nebraska Public Policy Center. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Chancellor Brewington and Mikey Daniel. Brought to you by App Foundation Repair on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're back on The Locker Room here on 93.7 The Ticket, and we're ready to talk about some of the missing pieces that maybe have been there or not have been there, I suppose, on Nebraska football. Let's send it back over to Mikey Daniel and Chancellor Brewington for the second segment today on The Locker Room.
Spill it. The missing pieces, man. You know what's crazy? This is one of I've seen a lot of really talented teams.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them. This one right here on Memorial Lane, Memorial Drive, whatever you want to call it. This one of the most.
Wait, can someone in the text line?
Somebody tell me the name.
Is it Memorial Lane Drive place? I don't even know.
But to be honest, it's more funny this way.
Yeah, it is.
It's more funny than I don't know. I really don't. So don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Somebody go
at me. Anyway, this team talented, bro.
Yeah.
And top to bottom, it's got a lot of talent. Way better than 5-5. Way better than 5-5.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about the missing pieces.
Go ahead.
Think about this. Okay. You have 2 freshmen All-American last year. One of them goes by the name of Cameron Lenhart.
Mm-hmm.
The other one goes by the name of Prince Will Human Mylan or something like that. Something crazy. Love his last name, but I don't know how to say it.
Can we pause right here? Yeah, I just call him P. Will. Can we pause right there?
Yeah.
Because what happened?
What happened?
Is it the emergence midway and early through the year of James Williams?
Also a missing piece.
Right. I was
going to get to him as well, so thank you for that.
Okay, yeah. Is it I'm trying to understand why we haven't seen so much of him, of them.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't really see much of MJ Sherman.
Nope.
And that wasn't a missing piece, that wasn't really a big piece from last year. But I guess I'm trying to really pinpoint why. Is it development? Is it because Prince Will's kind of at that jack position and they kind of are not really a linebacker, but not really a DN, and maybe the development is kind of different there. You know what I'm saying?
P. Will might be the biggest freak on that team.
He's nasty, bro.
Like a freak. When we came out last year, I'm like, this dude is a first rounder.
You seen the way his brother plays at Ole Miss?
He's a first rounder.
Yeah.
Like, no question, he's like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he gone, disappeared. Right? So now if we say we're a developmental program, we development guys, we do this, that, and third. Why are these guys nowhere to be found now? Because that means they came in on their own, what they knew already. He was a freshman, right? Cam was a freshman. James was a transfer. Big Lloyd, freshman.
Yeah.
So all these guys came in that way. And now all of a sudden you don't even hear from them in year 2. That tells me there's an issue on the inside. Like there's no development. Because if that's what they did year 1, year 2, it should be a skyrocket.
Mm-hmm.
Another cat, Emmett Johnson, right? He became our starting running back last year.
And was going and finished
and
there.
trending up, right?
Yeah.
Trending up. Now you get Dante in, and he's still and Emmett has disappeared.
What's up? Yes, sir.
Little
Yes,
Muchachos. Come on now.
How you doing,
Shout out
man?
to Nick from Muchachos,
Good to see you,
man. Joining us down here in the locker room. Appreciate
Yes, sir.
the
Yes,
love.
sir. Yeah, put us on, man. What we got?
What we got? Can we pan him in here?
Yeah.
What we got, Nick? Tell the people what we're working with.
Probably got some street tacos today.
Okay.
It's Friday. It's time to is it Friday?
Yeah, it is
it's
Friday. Yeah.
Time to let loose a little bit, have some tacos,
Okay.
have some carbs, enjoy yourself a little bit.
Man, we
What
appreciate
kind of
it.
street tacos?
I've got brisket, pulled pork and chicken.
Oh, it's up.
That
All
brisket.
smoked overnight. Yeah, man. And we got hatch green chili salsa, all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
Make sure you guys go check out Nick down at Muchachos. What street's that on? Robert?
11th, actually, like 3 blocks down the street.
Right down here from the ticket, man. They got great
Fantastic.
food and great service too. So
Great
big shout out
service.
to you, man.
I
Appreciate you coming in.
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Yes,
that.
sir. Yes, sir.
Back to Emmett though.
Yeah.
So he became our starting running back because of injury, because of whatever last season. He's been the most consistent by far for the last 2 seasons, and it hasn't even been close. Bro, I looked last night. Bro has 68 carries on the year. I had that in 3 games.
I'm trying to think, what's the average? We're about 10 games, so 6.8 carries.
That's crazy. I remember there was a time, not my words, these not my words. There was a time I heard that we wanted one running back to have 20 and one to have 15.
There was a time.
So who's the one that's got 15? Because there's
not one.
So if you say if Emmett's the one that has 15, really he should be the one that had the 20, not even the 15, but he wasn't either. That's neither here nor there. And you're going to tell me he has 68 carries on the year?
It almost seems like there was no with the offense this year, and obviously Hogerson's like trying to figure it out. It seems like there was no real aiming point. Because if you aim at nothing, you hit nothing, right?
We done a lot of that.
So like if this was the goal, right? We want to be like, you've been in plenty of offensive meetings, especially going into spring and fall. The meeting, the offense coordinator gets up there and says, this is what we want to be. We want to start fast. We want to do this. Last year, we need to improve in this, and this. Or if it's a new OC, he talks about his thing. He brings up clips, all these different things. But he gives a goal.
Yeah.
We want to do this year. We want to run the football. And this is this, or we want to throw the football for this many yards, or we want to score 35 points a game, right? When Coach Whipple came in, that was the first thing he said. To win this football game under Frost, we need to score 38 points a game. Is everyone up for it? And everyone said, yeah, we didn't get it. Didn't end up getting it, right? But that was the goal,
At least
right?
you knew.
Yeah, we knew the goal. And we knew every time meeting, right? Sunday meeting, when we went in there and we scored 24 points, 27 points, or anything under 38, everyone knew. Everyone knew we failed, right? And so now when you get in there, and I'm sure all the guys don't have. I'm based on what I hear, right? Because I mean, the transparency from the coaches to the media have been, really like open door policy. Like they done told us pretty much everything that's going on, his sleeping schedule. You know what I'm saying? Like we done heard everything. So we would hear, okay, this is what we need to hit.
Yeah,
and we ain't heard it.
We ain't heard it. And not only that, but there's no, like we've been saying from the jump. Okay, if we're gonna say we need to be on 20 and 15, great. That's 35. That's 35 carries in the game. We're nowhere near that, I don't think. Right. And on top of that, now your OC and your head coach are apparently not in the same wavelength. So there's so many questions that I have for it. But I just don't understand. There's so much talent in that team, and all the guys that you had that were balling out have completely disappeared. Malachi, obviously another one. Jalen Lloyd, like all these guys. There's no reason that they're not seven wins right now, 8 wins right now. Do you agree?
Go one more time.
Should they have 7, 8 wins right now?
Yeah. I mean, you should win UCLA.
Yep.
You should have won Illinois.
Yep.
And
that's 7.
Yeah. And then, SC, you should have won that game.
That's 8.
Yeah. Well, I would say SC is different than those two a little bit, just because the Hogerson situation. There's just such a the offense is just so muddy, right? But you could have cleaned some things up, Illinois game, and got that dub.
Truth be told, though, if the other ones are won, you don't see Hogerson though.
I mean, honestly,
you think?
You don't. And honestly, you should have won Ohio State. I mean, hold them 14 points through the fourth quarter.
So I don't know. Those are the missing pieces to me. You go away from Emmett Johnson, who's been Ja'Cory, I guess, too, as well on offense. But he's been the only spark of that team.
In the run game, for sure.
Well, even in the pass game, like he catches ball. He's been the one that's ignited us every time to get us going.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's not a single, I guess a little bit with Dylan when he started running the ball against Ohio State. But other than that, it's been Emmett. He's been the only spark right now. Defensively, you have Malcolm who'll come up with a pick, right? James, who did spark us early on with those with a bunch of sacks. Yeah, Ty. But P. Will, Cam, like, what are we doing?
Yeah, it's almost like I would almost say it kind of goes down to like the morale thing, I think. And even we even talked about Give last year. I mean, for the way that rover position plays, he was all over the field last year, and and it's so hard to pinpoint exactly what's going on. Like you can stretch yourself out doing this, but there's definitely pieces that haven't taken that step forward, and you definitely want to just continue to get better throughout your college career. Like you don't want to just stay stagnant ever.
If we're saying there's pieces that haven't taken that step forward, who is that on?
I think it's 50-50, to be honest. I think it's 50% player, because as a freshman, I know that you can get comfortable so easy. You can get comfortable so easy, especially coming off of a true freshman year, accolade, this, and this. You can get comfy real easy. So you got to make sure as a freshman, first of all, as upperclassmen, you need to push those guys. And, everyone in the program needs to understand, like, yeah, we give them praise, but like we got to make sure these guys, like the expectation now should be now you're all Big Ten.
Is that right? Part of the development?
Right. So now I think that's the other 50% is the development. And so I think those meet in the middle. It has to be a decision by the player, and it has to be a decision by the coaches.
That's what I'm asking. When you said a freshman getting comfortable, is that part of the development?
Is the freshman getting comfortable? No, I think that's it.
Like, hey, we have to break him of this. This is part of the development. I'm like, hey, I can't let you get comfortable.
Yeah.
I need you to understand that we're about it every day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well, I would say yeah to that, because a lot of these guys are 18, 19 years old. They don't understand. They don't know it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
Let's get into these picks when we come back, man.
Yeah. We got top 25 picks. I got a few upsets on here.
Ooh, I love an upset. I love an upset.
Yes, sir.
All right, upset picks coming up next year on The Locker Room on 93.7 The Ticket. We'll be right back after this short break.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Midwest Bank is hosting our annual Thanksgiving food drive, partnering with local Lincoln schools to provide Thanksgiving dinners to families in need. We hope to provide meals for more than 120 families in our community this year. You can help by dropping off a donation at either Midwest Bank location, 7001 Pioneers Boulevard or 2655 Jamie Lane. Any donation is greatly appreciated. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Slay the holidays this year with a gift that'll really get them going. One that's built to win, like the new Honda CRF-R Motocrosser. One that's built for fun, like a Honda Mini Moto. Or one for each member of the family, like a Honda CRF Trail Bike. At Rod's Power Sports, you'll find the motorcycle, ATV, or side-by-side they'll love. During the Honda Gifts That Go sales event, you can slay the streets in style with a Grom Mini Moto, slay the trails with the CRF 50F, or pile into a Pioneer 1006 Deluxe Crew that can carry 6 elves over the fields and through the woods all year long. This year, don't just give any gift. Give the gift of outdoor adventure with a ride they'll never forget. Don't miss out. Head to Rod's Power Sports in Lincoln, Nebraska during the Honda Gifts That Go sales event. It's your chance to slay the holidays and your gift list. Dealer participation may vary. See dealer for complete program and safety details.
When he stops the game-winning goal with his nose. When your hand accidentally becomes the potholder. When her bike takes her off-road and onto the sidewalk. That's where we come in. Walk into CHI Health Clinic Priority Care 7 days a week for urgent and minor care at primary care rates. Getting you back to better health is our priority. Find your location at chihealth.com/prioritycare.
Nebraska's Christmas Light Show is back and bigger than ever. The Magical Lights of Lincoln Christmas Show runs from Black Friday through New Year's Eve at Sandhills Global Event Center. Bring the family for a show they'll never forget, featuring over 1.5 million lights. Cost is $25 per vehicle from Monday through Thursday, $30 on Friday and Saturday, and also $30 on Christmas Eve and Day. Purchase your tickets online today at ChristmasLightsInLincoln.com and get ready to experience a drive-through light show like you've never seen before.
We fix basements.
We fix basements.
We fix basements.
We fix basements. We fix basements.
At F Foundation Repair, we've been fixing basements for over 30 years. We're your local foundation repair experts. Our warranties stay here. Our people work here. You can trust us to take care of your home. Go to WeFixBasements.com to learn more.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197. Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Explain to me again why we're sleeping on the ground.
Because we're thramping. Thrift camping. It's saving us money and getting us closer to nature.
But we don't need to thramp. I just combined our home and auto insurance with our State Farm agent, so we have a rate that fits our budget.
All right. Do you think our agent can bring us an air mattress?
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Kreekak, at 402-474-1173.
Individual premiums and budgets will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations, now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? That feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11th, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios on O Street.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Chancellor Brewington and Mikey Daniel. Brought to you by F Foundation Repair on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're back here on The Locker Room on 93.7 The Ticket. It's time to make a few of the weekend picks here in college football, and got a few upsets picks coming along as well. We'll send it to Mikey and Chancellor to make those picks.
Let's start with the big one. Indiana, Ohio State. Ohio State, 11-point favorite right now. It went up 0.5.
It was 13 at one point.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
At start of the week at like 13 and a half, I want to say.
For more context, it's in what is that? Buckeye? Where's it? Not Buckeye. Where they play at?
The Horseshoe.
The Horseshoe, my bad.
What you gonna call it?
Bro, I forgot. I forgot.
They in Buckeye land?
Columbus.
You gonna say they in Buckeye land?
Yeah, they in Buckeye. I thought the city was called Buckeye for a second.
Give me Indiana.
Yeah, I'll go Indiana with this one. I think Indiana finishing at number 2. I mean, they'll be the only undefeated. I mean, them and Oregon.
Is this their last game?
No,
they got Penn State.
No, they finished with Purdue, I believe.
What?
Yeah, they finished with 1-9 Purdue. So
that's gonna be the one that lose.
Yeah. Oh,
That's gonna be the
but
one.
come on.
You talking
Come
about?
on.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Nah, for real. Columbus, Buckeye Land, Birmingham. Don't care. Give me Indiana.
Give me. Okay, I love it.
I win. Google me.
Wake Forest. Yeah. Wake Forest goes to Miami.
Miami bounces back this week.
Miami, Baku in a unanimous right here. Ole Miss goes to Florida. Florida just coming off a dub against LSU.
My homie, I was just in Nashville last week. My boy that I went down there with, he came home and then flew right back down to Florida.
I think Ole Miss gets it done.
Yeah. Give me Ole Miss.
Ole Miss, Bach.
Yeah, I'd take Ole Miss, but that's a tough one. Who knows?
Yeah, like that's not like they're not gonna skate by them. Like that's gonna be a closer game than they think. They say it's a 12.5 spread. I don't believe that. SMU ranked number 13. I mean, they have a real shot to make it. They have a real shot. Kind of based on what Tennessee and Colorado and BYU and Boise State do will kind of determine where SMU lands. But they go to Virginia right now. They're a 10-point favorite. I think we could probably all say that SMU probably gonna get this done.
Yeah, maybe by 14 plus.
14 plus.
Yeah.
Illinois goes to Rutgers, and Rutgers the favorite.
And Illinois just got back in the top 25 too, didn't they?
That's honestly,
what's the spread?
Rutgers by 1. So it must be a tie. They give it to the home team. I got Illinois. I got Illinois over Rutgers.
I think it's out there at Rutgers. Ah, man. Give me Rutgers.
What you got, Bach?
I got Illinois, but in that game, Rutgers, by the way, looking to break a 40-game losing streak to top 25 opponents.
Oh, give me Rutgers all day.
Yeah, legacy game for Monungai.
They gotta snap out of that.
UMass goes to Georgia. I mean, it's Kurt Sarnegi talked about it on some podcast. I believe it was with Mark Ingram or someone. But he was talking about how the SEC schools and some of the ACC schools are getting these like late season, quote unquote like rest weeks, playing Citadel, playing I believe South Carolina plays Wofford. Like they're just playing all these, very, very bottom tier teams. Bama played someone Mercer last week. Like these guys get to rest late while, Ohio State and Indiana in the Big 12 are playing each other, and Oregon and Wisconsin have to play each other and teams like that, right? So in my opinion, that's kind of is what it is. I think, and then you got UTEP going to Tennessee. Like, these games should be done at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, I mean, I think it better prepares you going in, though, I suppose. Like, okay, we just played these teams late, so we're rolling. We're playing our best ball right now. I don't know. You can look at it two ways.
It's smart, but I feel like if you're gonna allow the SEC to do that, then Big Ten schedule should be structured the same way.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Kentucky goes to Texas. Texas, obviously a 20-point favorite. I don't see anything here. I think Texas defense is playing really good right now.
Yeah. Give me Texas.
Penn State goes to Minnesota. Bach
goes to Minnesota.
Can PJ Fleck row the boat?
What's the spread on it? They go to Minnesota.
Yeah, Penn State 11-point favorite, 11.5. Can they row the boat, Bach?
They can. I like that game to be close. I'm interested.
I do too.
I can't quite pick Minnesota, but
I can. Give me Minnesota. Give me them.
I like it.
Who you got?
I got Minnesota.
Okay, I love it.
PJ Fleck row that boat. BYU goes to ASU. Coach Dillingham, you got ASU?
All year I can't stand BYU. I tell you,
that's right.
Then they finally showed their fraudulence when they lost the other day to whoever.
Something's going on at ASU. Dillingham got them boys playing ball over there. Scatterboo, the running back he came from Sacramento State, I believe. He's over 1,000 yards. They're playing good football as a team right now. Head coach even came out and said any ASU fan that is selling their tickets, make sure they do not sell it to BYU fans, because there's so many BYU fans in Arizona.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Arizona all day. Whoever is playing against BYU, I'm going the other direction.
This is really the Arizona State has a chance They won't be able to get into the college football playoff, but they have a chance to ruin BYU's season. BYU has to win this game, and I believe whoever they have next, they have to win these next 2 games for them to get in there.
Jeff Sims, please ruin their season.
Ruin their season. Go ahead, Sims. Colorado goes to Kansas. Kansas off of a win.
This is the one.
This is the one right here. They got this a -3 game. If you look on any kind of playoff predictor on this game, it's really like a 45-55 Colorado. But Kansas coming off a win to BYU.
You said it's where?
It's at Kansas. Kansas just came off an upset victory to BYU. Kansas cornerback already talking mess about Travis Hunter. I mean, there's a lot of built up stuff for this game. So I say Colorado gets it done. I think it would be kind of that like quote unquote Cinderella story, although you have some, 2 of the best players in the nation, or their offense is just nuts. I mean, pick a player and he's probably, top 15 at his position, to be honest, on the offensive end.
I'll take it. I'll take Colorado too.
You take Colorado?
Yeah.
Bach?
I got Kansas actually.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I love it.
I'm not like, hey, you're tripping. Like I'm borderline with you on it, but I think Colorado finds a way.
I think, bro, Shador is one of those guys where you cannot leave him too much time. Last one, we got Army and Notre Dame.
This is gonna be a really good game.
Yeah. I think Army might get it done.
I don't hate it.
They'll learn from Navy's mistakes, not turn the ball over. I think Army gets it done.
I don't hate it, but give me Notre Dame.
And right before we get out of here, Nebraska prediction. What we got? I got 24-21 Nebraska.
24-21
Nebraska.
Bach.
That's a bit of a shootout to me. I got 20-14. I'll go a little bit lower.
But still Nebraska?
Still Nebraska.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna win. We're gonna win.
2014.
We're
Nebraska.
gonna win.
Man, I've gone with Nebraska all season long. I stood on the table for these boys week in and week out. Ohio State didn't matter who it was.
What are you about to say?
Give me Wisconsin.
Oh my God.
20-17, bro.
20-17.
Give me Wisconsin 2017. I'm sorry to my young bulls. It just is what it is.
Business is business.
Yeah, business is business.
All right, there's your big picks here as we wrap up the locker room for the week. On the block coming up next year on 93.7 The Ticket. The locker room will return next week, and we'll be back, and we'll talk about the Nebraska-Wisconsin game. That's next week, but again, on the block coming up next year on 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Over 75% of the patients that come to Limitless Mail have been told over and over again by their primary care providers that their testosterone level is fine. Guess what? If you have all the symptoms of low testosterone, you're not fine. Come get a second opinion at Limitless Mail. We have helped tens of thousands of men feel optimal again, and we can help you. Stop waiting. Come see the men's health experts. Book your free consult online at limitlessmail.com.
We fix basements.
We fix basements.
We fix basements.
We fix basements. We fix basements.
At F Foundation Repair, we've been fixing basements for over 30 years. We're your local foundation repair experts. Our warranties stay here. Our people work here. You can trust us to take care of your home. Go to wefixbasements.com to learn more.
Are you looking for affordable drinks and a great atmosphere?